Hey guys, what's up from Roll, Minnesota, your state of skate? Hey, I'm Butch Lehman, and today we're going to continue looking at some Fise Series competition entries. Now, voting is over. It's done. The pros that are moving on to round 2, and they'll be putting together a final video, and they'll be entered into a bracket. It's going to be a good time. Anyway, I thought we'd give some attention over to the women's division. There are some amazing female skaters out there in the world, and today we're going to highlight some of the accomplishments from the women in the women's pro division. So without further ado, we're going to take a look at my favorite 10 edits produced in round 1 of the Fise competition series. Join me with this. You're going to see some top-notch skating from some names you'll recognize and some you probably won't. Let's get into it. Now, this first edit is from somebody I've never heard of before. Her name is Becky Sotelo, and she's really good. I really enjoyed watching this edit, and I believe she promised that if she made the finals, she was going to try to land a fakie backflip, which is pretty cool, because that's a trick that I've tried personally and have been unable to do. Check out this long switch up going through this box. That looks like a really fun box, too. Got a tripod shot here. Looks like a true Mizu way back there in the distance. Rolling into this flat rail with the sweaty. Showing off some consistency with the line. Kind of a cool music choice here as well. Rolling in, setting up for something. Backflip. Yes. All right, well, it was a really solid edit. We had some technical grinds and a couple of air tricks as well. I should note that these are in no particular order. These were just the 10 that I liked the most. This is Katherine Reyes. And getting a true fish is a really difficult technical trick, and I really appreciate that in this edit. Coming in with the sole. Really smooth camera work. Whoever's doing the video editing on this one definitely knows what they're doing, and that's one thing to shout out, because check this out. We're going for the really long triple switch up. But this is a competition series that takes into account the quality of the tricks, the technicality of them, the filming and the editing. It also takes into account the creativity, and this edit just has all of those pieces together. Going back, Savannah. And I love this close-up in slow motion. That's the type of cinematography that I think makes or breaks an edit. And going hurricane topsail, you guys know that's one of my favorite tricks. Very difficult trick to do, and one that's definitely going to stand out in a competition entry. Excellent work with that. Continuing the trend of skaters that I'm not really familiar with, this is Jackie Shrewton, and getting worked here a little bit at the beginning, but you know, you got to put in the struggle in order to get the payoff, and I kind of appreciate seeing that in an edit, that it's not all first try sometimes, that there's a certain level of commitment that it takes in order to invest oneself to get the reward later on. Going alley-oop fish there. Definitely some quality bowl skating here. Like, this park looks really fun, and definitely no stranger to coping tricks. Fast carve around the deep end of the bowl. Making the fish brain look good. Yeah, people have good reason to be excited on that one. That looked good. Like the younger bladers hanging out in the background on top of the ramp. It's good to see that there's a community out there. And, you know, sometimes that's a positive to see in edit as well, that there's kind of a give and take between the more established skaters and the younger up-and-comers. Good edit. Really like that one. That one definitely made my list, and I enjoyed watching some solid pool skating. Next on my list is a skater by the name of Charlotte Cintron. I think I have that name pronounced correctly. Really love the editing on this. Cool skate park. Has some nice lines here. The true Mizu. We're going over the spine. Amazing looking shotgun box here. So already we've shown some versatility doing some coping grinds. There's some box clips. There's a few airs. Looking good on the sweaty. Kind grind going the opposite direction. And I really like this line. We get the front flip, and in the same line, throw a back flip. I'm the kind of person that appreciates a good flip, and if you can put 2 into a line, you know, that's even better. That's double the quality. So really enjoyed that edit. That was a fun one. And we'll move on to the next one. All right, next up we have Aniel Nagiera, and this was another edit that I really liked. Starting with the box jump. I love box jump clips. Going 540 on it. Again, getting some coping grinds in. I also love skating quarter pipes and sub boxes, so this is the type of skate park that I would personally really enjoy skating. And her flow is very good on this, very natural around the park. Being able to keep speed, coming in and out of the grinds really consistently, really smoothly. You know, she definitely seems like these tricks come naturally to her. The style is definitely there. I saw the 3 top sole in there. It's not an easy one. Nice little channel gap. Gotta rehydrate when you're out there skating. It was short and sweet, but definitely some high quality tricks and some very difficult and high technicality variations. So I appreciate that one. Next up is a female blader that I've covered on this channel before, have tremendous respect. This is China Wirestall. She's incredibly talented, and it shows in this edit. You guys will see what I mean. The in-spin fish, making it look smooth, stylish, getting the grab in there. Look at that, the fakie 5 top sole. Really smooth 540. Throwing in some lines, full true horn. Going top side with that one. I mean, one of those has to be switch, right? And that trick, like, what is there to say? A 270 backslide to top sole to 3, or to sole to 3 top sole. I don't know. It happens so fast. Super technical. Definitely a grind that you don't see in many edits. So, got to give China props for that one. One of my favorite edits, definitely, in this first round of the competition. All right, next up we have Andrea Selgado. Another really cool looking skate park. Some great film work with this one. Get the close-ups of the skates, showing off personality. Some sort of flat spin in the background. Look at that. Way to start out a profile. This is like my ultimate dream of a training facility right here. Doesn't have to be overly large or fancy, but if we can get a box jump and some quarter pipes, you know, a nice long one to grind and do switch-ups on like that. Using the wall ride too. Look at this rainbow sub box. So cool. And that's the way I like to see Fish Brain done. Really controlled, grabs in there, rockets it out. A lot of style coming into this edit. Does end a little abruptly, but some really quality tricks. I like the flat spin right out the gates. That set the tone for the whole video. And this one, definitely worthy of my top 10 list. This is another skater that was familiar to me coming into this. This is Mary Munoz. And she's one of the best to do it. Like, in all honesty, very accomplished skater. And I really enjoyed this edit. The editing quality, phenomenal. These tracking shots. We've got some slider shots. Some shots of the shots with the camera work in the background. That's a really fast sweaty, and I love how she goes through the curve on that one. A lot of commitment. All right, I see you throwing in the little Trumac at the end. And we'll get some air tricks. Going full true Mizu. Couple different skate parks. I mean, this might be the same park, but I'm pretty sure these are a couple different parks. And that was really stylish. It's excellent skating, top-notch quality in terms of the video editing and the camera work. Definitely a great edit. I look forward to seeing what Mary puts together for the finals because I know she made it through. So good job, Mary. All right, this is another skater that's relatively new to Yeah, I definitely want to see more. That was a phenomenal edit, some really tough tricks there, and a really good variety. I think that's also something that I'm specifically looking for, and I know the judges are as well, is do you have a variety of tricks? And that was definitely present in that edit. All right, and this is the last one to round out my top 10. Again, they're in no particular order. This is Carla Pascanelli. I think I have that name pronunciation right. Forgive me if I don't. There's some really fast-paced skating, some technical skating involved in this edit. The fish stall with the sunset in the background was gorgeous. It's a pretty large box jump. Full alley-oop TP. Full alley-oop fish. Getting the grab in there, I definitely appreciate that trick. Looking good on the alley-oop fish. That box, that whole skate park looks pretty cool. So again, this was a pretty short one, but some really technical tricks, and that's what we're ultimately looking for. I love this competition format where we get to see some highlights from different skaters all over the world. Really cool that Fise set up something like this. So good job, Carla, with that edit. That was a fun one. All right, guys, well, that was the top 10, or my favorite top 10, of the women's pro division for the Fise online competition entries. Now, voting has closed for the competition for the first round, but I believe round 2 is going to start soon. I'm not exactly sure what the date is on that, but right now the finalists have advanced. They get some time, I think it's a week or two, to film their finals video, and then they'll be put into a bracket format. And once again, we as viewers will get to watch and appreciate the skating that they've put together for us. Now, I want to suggest to you guys to get out there and support Fise. Fise has been around there since the beginning, supporting rollerblading ever since I can remember. And what we can do to help support them is by visiting the site, keeping track of the competition, submitting our votes, because ultimately that sort of user-viewer participation rate is going to reflect well on rollerblading and continue that partnership with Fise. So anyway, guys, I really appreciated all the pros that submitted videos and all the amateurs that put videos together. Ultimately, I think it's a fun opportunity for people to represent themselves and represent the sport as a whole, and that's what's going to make our industry stronger. Till next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and do some rollerblading. I'm Butch Lehman of Roll, Minnesota, and we'll see you next time. Till then, peace, everybody.